Hey, so may I did hurt you, and you do heaven yet? It's a better hell than you. Uh, your O key came off. How did you break it? Did it hurt you? Heaven good with you? Oh, not in heaven yet. It's a better hell than you. Chance. Oh God. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone's well. Oh God. Um, Not in heaven yet, but it's a better hell than you. There goes the space bar. You need that one. That's like the key you need. You can't lose the one key. The one key. It's real. Wait, so you're just popping them off to put them back on? That's crazy. I just couldn't think about doing that. I'd be a widow or a deep machine. Don't forget, don't forget. The one key is next. Why? What did your one key ever do? Forget about me. Rather be a weirdo or a D machine. Bro, it's gonna break every key on your keyboard. I can tell you right now that's what's gonna happen. Dun, 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 dun. Fair. Okay. Alright, ready for the face reveal? 3, 2, 1. Hello, it's me. We'll do it in the dark with smiles on our faces. Oh, she's hot? Wait, where is she? Where's the hot one? In the dark with smiles on our faces. Secret places we don't fight fair. Fight fair. Oh, fight fair. There's your ass. Oh god. I love it when you break a key. Well, they're already broken, I can tell you that much. They're probably all broken. Oopsie. Oh, guys, I need to. In the meantime, here the L. Hey, why are you giving me the L? Hmm? Why the L? Can I have like the W instead? W for winner, W for widow, W for women. Hello? Thank you. Hit the W. Thank you. That's so much better. I feel so much better now. It makes me feel. Oh my god. Um. Yeah. How's everyone been? How's life been? Maybe sick in here. I don't know. I've been like. I've had a cold for the last like couple of days. Like I don't really know where it came from. And something's coming. Yeah. Like I've just yeah, like a week ago, I literally started like whirring around in my chair. My head just felt so heavy that like I was literally like wherever my head was leaning, I was literally falling that way. It was crazy. It's kind of gone now, and now I just kind of have like a cold in my chest, which isn't great, but grind does no wait. Time for Skyrim. How about we do time for um waifu? Thoughts? What are we doing today? Uh, we're gonna. I haven't actually decided yet at all. Um, I wanted to react to a video, but I don't know what video to watch at all. Like, I've got no idea what video I want to watch at all. I also need to solidify my deck list for the weekend. I'm dead. Ow, 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 ow. I died. Your bash, if I don't blow my wrist in your head, I know. Oh my god. Gene Hater impossible to take out because they're right in the middle. Why don't you just take out the keys around it and then you take out Gene H? Right? It's up to you and I'm gonna lateral damage. I'm gonna say smaller. Why the fuck are they smaller? That's weird. Less than a millimeter? Oh. That shouldn't matter at all then, huh? Always up to you when I'm collateral damage. I never understand it. Even random. Always lights you up to me empty-handed. God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engines. Yeah, I've got no plan for today at all. I'm a bad streamer. I'm just excited to be back on StreamYard. Oh god. Screams wholesome. Isn't Skyrim just about killing people? Isn't that all Skyrim is? Killing people the game? You can adopt kids? Or why would I play a game where I adopt kids? That seems awful. Uh, like I don't want to look after kids. Bounty prepping, Colby. I'll be on tomorrow. Okay. I'm not bounty prepping. Though I logged in, and I can still well skate. I haven't lost it. I well skated across the Cosmodrome. I was like, I still got it. Oh, and I like, I was like level 10 because I guess they reset the light at some point. I don't know. So I picked up a bunch of random packages to boost my armor up to like, what, 300 or something. Let's say if anyone gets in. Yeah, do you reckon servers are going to break tomorrow? They will. It's going to be crazy. Also, there's a Nintendo Direct tomorrow. Stop burning me up, we're never going to put the pieces back together if you won't let me get better. We're never gonna see it all and bloom. See a cutie on your screen? Thank you. That's me, right? You talking about me? You're not talking about anybody else, right? Just me? Yeah? Sorry, I'm I'm what's my excuse? Sorry, I'm gay. Guys, will you be mad if I miss Buddha Friday again? I've missed it for like 2 weeks in a row. No, okay. Because I've been asked to join. Because, okay, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Nationals on Saturday, but the day before, there's a 3v3 event, and I've been asked to play on Friday with some people. Like a 3v3, just for like warm-ups more than anything. And I need to re-sleeve my cards. Bro, I might need to go to the card shop and pick up extra sleeves. I don't know if I have a set ready, really. I just broke everything. I didn't break everything. I just moved everything around where I didn't mean to. It's up. Bring me up. What time is Nintendo Direct tomorrow? They're usually like in the middle of the day for me. They're like really early for NA, right? What time? What time is it? Yeah, 10 a.m. ET. What time is that? It's 3 for me. I think that's 3 for me. I think that's 3. Wait, my dog wants to come in. Same time every day. He's like, come in. Oh God. Okay. For the first time. Yeah, yeah. Thanks to you. Now I get. Hey, Miss, do you want to come up and say hi to stream? Or are you just gonna. You're just gonna be playing around my feet? Yeah, I think the dog. I think he just is being silly. Never ever found that way. Oh God. Eh. Alright. S key got tortured. You don't need the S key. The only key you need is the W key. Out of mind. What's that? Okay, yeah, okay, I posted a short. The most important key is R? No. The most important key is... The most important key is... Something. I can't remember. Anyway, okay, so yeah, I posted this short last night, right? Yeah, is it? I'm just can't say the word femininity at all in this short, right? And then someone just comments a phenomenon. I'm like, bro, actual cinema answer. I'm actually gonna have that comment right now. I need to get good at clipping myself so I can post the shorts, bro. Hey, Void Demon. Oh, but be careful with your fucking keys. Don't break your fucking everything. Yes. the most important key is actually I've decided it's going to be the no, it's W key. Yeah, it's the W key. Yeah. The most important key is the W key. Obviously, going forward is the best, right? You need to move forward in every game. It also has how you start. Start every website is www dot, so you need the W, right? Then W is also how you search for me in the search bar, right? You need to start with the W for Weirdo, all right? And W for women, okay? Shout out to the women. It's that, yeah. Shout out to the women in the chat. You technically don't need the W key in games like Limbus Company. Technically, you don't need the W key in any game you can rebind the keys. I am. Cedric, do you want to leave already, mister? You've been here for 2 minutes. You bored already? Guys, I also need to figure out what I'm going to wear to the fucking tournament, okay? I need to wear a cute outfit for the tournament, but I don't have anything. I don't have anything. Like, what do I wear? Oh, it's always the what kind of games are my favorite? Um, I think my uh some of my favorite games would be like I still really like Pokemon um a lot. A lot. I really um like BioShock. I really like BioShock. That was a good game. But I really like Overwatch as well. I like Overwatch a lot. But I also really like I think my most played game of all time is Destiny, and I still think that is one of my favorites of all time. It's really sad to see it go. Wow, almost go. Um, and we'll be playing it maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. Um, and then I also really like Borderlands a lot as well. What do I want to eat? Veggies and pussy. What are we watching today? I have no clue. I have not decided. If anybody has any suggestions of what video to watch today, that would be amazing. You have one? What is it? James channel making portable PS2? I made a portable PS2. Bro, why does it look like it was glued together with a fucking hot gun? Because it was? Oh, great. Awesome. Okay, we can watch this in a bit. Wait, it's a 50-minute video? Okay, we don't have time for a 50-minute video, okay. We can't watch 50-minute video. Not today. How I fixed the legendary 16-player Game Boy game. Okay. Why was there a 16-player Game Boy game? Oh, dude, show you what I sat and watched the other day, and it was so fun. Do you guys know Sunny Explosion, right? You guys know her? She's another VTuber. She put up a video of her fixing a Dreamcast, and it was like an hour long, bro. It was so fun. That was a good video, bro. Wait, is my stream from me fixing my iPod still on the YouTube channel? It might be. I actually don't know. So to say hi, Nitro. Um, I might have deleted that. Yeah, I don't have it. Yeah, I think I might have deleted it because I think my face kept slipping in and out of the stream or something. Oh no, no. I found it. It was just way further back than I thought it was. Bro, it was with my old model. I thought it was with this model. Wait. Look at this. This is me fixing that. This is the iPod. Here's me. I spent forever trying to connect this cable in, by the way. See the old model? Yeah, it's my old 3D model. This was like a bunch of VR chat assets that I bought. All the assets, and I made the model myself in Blender, and it was this thing was broken as fuck, bro. Like I bought a bunch of like the head asset, the hair asset, like and all the clothes, the body and the clothes and stuff assets, and I put them all together in Blender myself. It was so bad. Like everything was broken on this model as fuck. But yeah, this is you can see me the iFixit guide up here. No, the hard drive is still not posted. Wait, can I just? It's not letting me mute that old. This is I use this iPod still. You can wait. Oh yeah, and I took all the old songs off the iPod because it was like a secondhand iPod. I ripped all the songs off of it. I still got them on my computer somewhere. Have you used iFlash? Yeah, I did. I used iFlash. That's me putting in the new battery. Yeah, here it is. It's the quad, and I think mine's I already got one 256 in there, and that's the old hard drive, and this is what replaces that. Yeah, I watched the Sunny video and it reminded me when I did this. The hardest part though was keeping this battery connector plugged in whilst I try to connect the backup. I remember that being so annoying. It came with some stickers. I actually have it came with some stickers, and I still have the sticker on the back of the iPod right now. I have that. I have this girl on the back of my iPod right now. Bro, why do I have a fucking spot on my titty in this? Oh, and then we did reacts afterwards. Like, you got all the music on there. That's me forgetting how to use an iPod. Yeah. It's so good. God, that was a long time ago. Why'd you repair it in the first place? Well, first of all, I replaced the battery so it lasts way longer. It was an old factory battery from 2005 that was basically broken. And then boost this, and then we modded the storage from the old hard drive, which is really slow, to basically it runs off a micro SD card, which is faster and stores way more. And altogether, it cost like 80 quid for the iPod plus all the parts. It wasn't expensive at all. So I don't want to imagine how much a 256 SD card. Why though? So I can I could be a bit more intentional when I listen to the music that I want to listen to and appreciate the songs when I choose to listen to them. Like it feels good just to listen to an album start to finish. Do I still have it? It's in my hand right now. I would turn my webcam on, but I I can't. The stream wouldn't be up for long if I if I turn the webcam on right now. Um, so you're doing anything? Yeah, we're gonna watch a video in a minute. Um, you keep it to pray in case God does on the job to make things right. So it's come to life. Who does she think she? Oh God, I've got the major hiccups today. You only sweeter night, yeah, one more time. It tastes like you, only sweeter. To the future. Oh God. Guys, I need you guys to answer this, okay? Who is the hottest video game character of all time? This is a very important question. Who would it be? Bayonetta? Hmm. Uh, nah, not for me. Gwendevere from Dark Souls 1. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Is it Skarner from League of Legends? I'm joking. I'm joking. I actually have no clue. Is it? It could be. It could be. It could be Rosalina from Mario Galaxy. It could be. It could be. Ecclesia? Bruh. Rosalina. Oh my god. I think it could. Yeah, it might be. Is it Rosalina or is it Widowmaker from Overwatch? Or is it okay, if that's the hottest video game character, who's the hottest VTuber of all time? There's one answer, guys. There's one answer. Don't think too hard about it. That's it. That's it. Okay. Good, good. We're on the same page then, huh? Puggies. Sorry, I don't have a Bunny Girl outfit though. Maybe in the future. Bum, 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 bum. Which outfit is better? Bunny suit outfit or maid outfit? When you see a hot anime babe, would you prefer them to be in a maid outfit or a bunny suit? Bunny? Wait, can I get the bunny outfit to work on here? Wait, wait, wait. Um, Wait, this might be broken as fuck. Hey, like this, guys? For future reference, not future. Kind of uncanny. Yeah, you can see like the head isn't on properly. And I think my head's actually a little small. And I can't get my head off either. Damn, I wish I was this big, bro. The skin tones are completely off. Whoa. Do you like it, Wonky? Dude, bro, I wish I was this big, bro. Wait, this is the chibi. Do 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 do. Got a chance to join stream, and this is the first thing I see. Guys, one for Booba, two for Booty. Do 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 do. Three? What's three for? Hello, we can be Neuro too. Look, it's the OG Neuro model. Oh, bro. I used to use this model a little bit too. Hey, there was like a bunch of toggles. That's why like nothing looks good. Oh my god. I was like, Hess? I was like, oh yeah, like, okay. Yeah, I was like, bro, look at this. Holy. Do you guys like this? Jiggle physics? Yeah, bro. Back to normal. Wood. Guys, who's... I thought I was the horny one. I thought I was the horny one. Oopsie. Let me know. Let me go. Secrets. Pieces. Me know. How did you get so cold? Oh god. Yeah, I need to figure out what I'm wearing this weekend, guys. We gotta look good whilst we get fucking destroyed by these card game players, bro. What happened to the Vampiric Mage part? I don't know, up my ass? Like every other VTuber design? Do I look cool? That's all that matters, bro. If I woke up next to you, honeymoon, next to you. If I woke up next to you. Boop, 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 boop. Failure. All right. But yeah, I hope everyone's had a good time. So yeah, again, sorry, I was away basically for 2 weeks straight with very minimal stuff in between. Um, with stuff, but I think I'm mostly over it all now. Like over it all, as in I've mostly caught up with my work stuff. Um, so we should be back to a somewhat regular schedule. You know, three or four streams a week with reacts and stuff, and then maybe some other stuff too. So yeah, I hope that's all good with you guys. Um, oh god, my nose is so itchy. What the fuck? And in the honeymoon, up next to you. If I woke up next to you. Guys, guys, okay. So I just loaded up VGen, right? Uh, VGen, for those who don't know, is just like a place to commission stuff for VTubing. I'm on there. That's how I get my work through is from VGen, right? VTubers commission me to edit shorts for them, but it's mostly like art and you can find like model artists, or if you just need like if you just want any random picture drawn, it's mostly for art and stuff, right? And on the front page, it's just like here's some things that people have been drawing recently. A bunch of things that have been drawn, and the first thing I see is a picture called God of War cowgirl riding, and it it is exactly that. Titties out, goddessy out. Nobody's view. Oh, this is interesting. K and what's with the cowgirl riding? Okay, so cowgirl riding is kind of when. So let's say the guy is like lying down, and then the girl would be on top, and they would be riding him like he was a horse. Does that make sense? I don't think that was what the question was. What did you miss? Nothing. Nothing at all. Um, I thought we were riding cows. No, we mostly just talk about hentai. You seen it before? It's pretty cool. Oh God. Why is my body so itchy? I love that you're dead again. Stop dying. Mean that you're not active? Um, don't. That doesn't matter at all. Nobody has to be like active at all. Me, if it was up to me, before the fears found out. Oh my God. For the newborns? No. If you're under 18 watching this stream, leave. Please. This is for adults. Yeah. Bro. I look you want to play Team Fortress again, bro. I like you want to know if I know what geometry does, if you ever heard of it. Yes, but I'm too old to have actually played it. I feel like Geometry Dash was for those for like people who were like 5 years younger than me. Hey, Chaza. Okay. Oh, bro, should I record a voice note later, which is just me reading a Yu-Gi-Oh card? Just like reading the description, like the effect text on a Yu-Gi-Oh card. That'd be so funny. Wait, should I do that now? Should I just read a Yu-Gi-Oh card? Bro, have I unlocked Ultimate ASMR? It's just reading Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Okay. Get ready, guys. Open up your ears. It's ASMR time. Um, Pendulum Treasure. Spell card. Add one pendulum monster from your deck to your extra deck face up. You can only activate one pendulum treasure per turn. Guys, am I sexy now? Ooh. Um, I also chose the card in my deck with the least amount of words on it. Oh, okay, let's do this one. Droll and Lockbird. If a card is added from the main deck to your opponent's hand except during the draw phase, quick effect. You can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. For the rest of the turn, cards cannot be added from either player's main deck to the hand. Alright, bye Void. Oh, we got Archmage. Okay. Last one, okay? Archmage female. Your opponent cannot target level 6 or lower Archmage monsters you control with card effects. You can only use each of the following effects of Archmage female once per turn. If you control an Archmage card, you can special summon this card from your hand, and then you can draw one card. During the main phase, if you have 3 or more different monster types on your field, quick effect. You can negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls. Also, until the end of this turn, their attacks become half. Figured out perfect content. God. Oh, okay, no, okay, this will be the last one. Okay, we'll read out this one. Midius the Pure. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add to your hand or special summon one Power Patron monster from your deck. If this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle one monster from your hand or face-up field into the deck, and if you do, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use each effect of Medius the Pure once per turn. Guys, we're gooning over effect text on Yu-Gi-Oh cards now. You're gonna die now? Okay. Um, Thanks for watching. The ASMR killed you. Was it actually good? Yes. I can't tell if it's good or you guys are just horny. It's good. Okay, I believe you. Oh, okay. This one will be. If you guys know this card, this should give you the biggest ick in the world. Okay, last one, last one. Okay, we'll turn the music off. Dimension Shifter. If you have no cards in your graveyard, quick effect. You can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. Until the end of the next turn, any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. Ugh. That card gets mentioned. You should shut up, bro. Actual, probably the most bannable card in the game that isn't banned. Okay, is this the right, is this the right video? It is awesome. Okay. Okay, guys. We haven't done it in a while. We haven't done it in a. In fact, I've still got a VTuber clips throughout that I've not even fucking edited, bro, from like 3 weeks ago. Um, I'll get around to it at some point. I promise. I promise. All right. I'm gonna need to press record. Okay, we're gonna press record. Okay, we're recording. We're recording. Okay, and then what do we do now, guys? I'm recording, so we say, what do we say? Hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube. What's up, YouTube? We're back. We're going to be doing another reaction video. Today, we're going to be doing something, watching a little bit different. It's going to be how I fixed the legendary 16-player Game Boy game by Zarathia. Zarathia? Hopefully I got that right. And I have no idea what this game's about at all. I've never even heard of this game. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see what it's all about.
Hey, are you playing Faceball 2000 for the Game Boy?
Why, yes, I am playing Faceball 2000 for the Game Boy.
Wow, that's so dope, Home Skillet. Mind if I join you?
Not at all. Pull up a link cable and let's jam, homie.
Wow, Faceball 2000, can I join?
And me?
And me?
And us?
Well, gee, fellas, that sure would be radical, but how are we supposed to do that with only one link port per system? Well, we just use our official Faceball 2000 daisy chain connectors. They came free with your Faceball 2000.
Oh, of course. How could I forget
Damn.
about the official Faceball?
Well, wait, was the 4-player one not out yet? Did they not do the 4-player link cable until the Game Boy Advance?
2000 daisy chain adapter featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
And Knuckles. This just in. All wars, present and future, are canceled thanks to the innovative, super new official Faceball 2000 daisy chain
The new from the new 3DS, bro. Why did they call it the new 3DS?
Connector XL Color DX Lite, featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series and Knuckles, allowing for 16 people to battle it out in a nice, friendly game of tag.
Ah, what an excellent, perfect world we live in.
This just in. What the fuck is that?
How dare you have more friends than me! Starting today, everyone will be able to play with only up to 3 other people! Have a nice day!
4-player adapter! Oh, sorry, honey.
Wait, does she have a body pillow of herself? When do I get a body pillow of myself? Hello? Also, resolve user-based.
What the fuck is this video, man? Faceball 2000. Created by Xanth Software FX in 1991, it's the only first-person shooter for the Game Boy. Yes, the big chonker from 1989. We're not talking about
What
the
the fuck?
advance here, nor the color, but the original beige brick, with its blurry green screen and all 4.19 megahertz
Dude,
Yeah, a first-person shooter. For the Game Goddamn Boy. And if that wasn't absurd enough already, it had been rumored to contain a secret unreleased 16-player mode. But before we talk about how a 16-player Link on Game Boy is even possible, we gotta go back 4 years to 1987, with the release of the
That's
game
crazy.
MIDI Maze for the Atari ST home computer. MIDI stands for Musical Instrument Digital Interface, and is a standard that was developed to standardize communication between digital instruments, computers, and other digital audio devices. Every Atari ST had 2 MIDI ports, one for input and one for output. This was intended for music production, but Michael Park and the guys at Xanth figured out something clever you could do with them. If you were to connect your output to a friend's input, and they did the same from their output to your input, you've suddenly created a small 2-computer network. However, if your friend instead connects to a third
MIDI is
person,
used for
and that
everything,
person
a
connects
bunch
back
of shit
to
that
you,
isn't
you've now
just
created a
music
3-player
production these
network
days.
out of MIDI cables. By abusing the Atari's dual MIDI ports in this way to create a simple ring network and transmit game data instead of music notes, MIDI Maze allowed up to 16 players to play a game together. Back when multiplayer almost exclusively meant multiple controllers on one system, or, God forbid, passing the controller back and forth. Xanth had created what was probably the world's first deathmatch, though that term wouldn't be coined until Doom's release 6 years later. Hell, the World Wide Web hadn't even been invented yet. These guys are pioneers.
Dude,
When plans were being developed to bring MIDI Maze to systems that didn't have MIDI
imagine living in a world without the internet, bro. There was like... I'm not that much older than the internet, which is crazy. I cannot imagine what life was like pre-internet.
ports, Xanth had to change the name. So what's left of MIDI Maze if you take away the MIDI? Maze? No, that's already a thing. The ball
Weirdo.
with a face.
Yeah, the internet was like, what? Was it 1990? And I was born in 95. So there was like a couple of years. I guess
Oh, it's 3D Pac-Man. No,
the home
baseball.
internet wasn't really till like
2000,
the end of the
because
90s,
this is the
so
future of gaming, baby.
Alright.
But without the incredible linking prowess provided by dual MIDI ports, how are you supposed to have a deathmatch with your friends? Enter the Game Boy link cable, capable of connecting a Game Boy to another one. Yay!
I
players.
But link
Robert
cable,
Champagne, lead developer on Faceball, came up with an
perfect.
ingenious
Pokemon
idea.
fight.
Every link port has an input pin and an output pin. Ordinarily, both of them connect
Auntie?
across a link
Yeah,
cable
I'm
to another
old,
Game Boy
okay?
and allow for 2 players to play Pac-Man together or face off in Tetris or
Very old.
But what if you treated the link port pins as if they were on separate ports? What if you split a link cable apart and connected it to different systems? Suddenly, you could create a ring network just like on the Atari. When Robert realized this, he got to work expanding the multiplayer code to support a ring of up to 16 players, and prototype link port splitters were created to physically connect the consoles together. It worked surprisingly well for something that Nintendo had never intended to be done with their hardware. Sure, it was
I feel like trying to run a 16-player game off a Game Boy might just melt the device in your hand, though.
hard to get more than 10 people to actually test it, but it was promising enough to reach out to Nintendo and present them with their idea. What's that? Nintendo's working on their own 4-player adapter and they want Faceball to use that instead. And it costs more to make and works completely differently than the prototype they'd come up with. Cool.
The outfit's super cute, though. I like this outfit.
Really cool. The way the 4-player adapter works, let's just call it the FPA from now on. It has its own microchip inside that manages communications between all connected systems. And its own special protocol is used for this purpose, very different from what Robert had already written. This meant that the existing code that allowed for the linking of up to 16 players wouldn't work automatically. But after shoving the FPA protocol code in there, it only needed a little bit of connective glue to bridge the differing systems together, since the existing multiplayer code was already equipped to handle more than 2 players. This doesn't mean that FPAs could daisy chain together though, unlike what some have claimed in the past. The FPA protocol just doesn't allow for that. Similarly, games that use the FPA won't magically work with the Faceball adapter if they weren't designed for it. Nobody out there is getting 16 copies of F1 Race to talk to each other without significant effort.
But if you do manage to do that, please comment down below. That would be rad as hell.
Alright, with this new code integrated, Faceball 2000 was wrapped and ready for certification. However, when they sent it to Nintendo for their final checks, they didn't bother removing the 16-player code that was already there. Why would they? It worked just as well for 2 players as it did for 16. Removing
Yeah, I feel like this is a thing with most games, is if there's... They won't remove the scrapped features, because if removing it is probably going to break 20 other things. So keeping it in is just better. This is true. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna have to mention Destiny again. But when Destiny 2 vaulted a bunch of stuff at so they got rid of a bunch of content, right? This is pretty famous. They got rid of a bunch of the old content when the game went free to play. But you could still glitch into those areas, some of those areas of the game. Like, you couldn't directly go there, but there was if you guys, what's it called? I think it's called Eternity Pause. I can't remember the exact name of the glitch area. I think it's called Eternity Pause, maybe. But to get there, you had to glitch through a story mission from the Red War campaign. And that landscape you walked through is like part of the campaign of the game that they took out of the game. But there's no other place where those assets are in the game. But it's like you can glitch into areas and stuff, because if getting rid of it would break more of the game than keeping it. It's crazy.
it would be a big hassle for no reason, and Robert was proud of the code he'd written, damn it. And thus, every copy of Faceball 2000 for the Game Boy shipped with the secret 16-player mode that only the devs ever knew about. Or it would have been secret, was Robert not so talkative? In an interview about the game in 2005, he straight up told interviewer Don Komarechka all about it. But, as he admits,
I'm not sure that we ever had a real 16-player game going.
and if the devs hadn't had anyone, ever? Enter Uncle Bob. In 2007, he posted on the Nintendo World Report about a dream he'd had ever since he first heard it was possible. 16 players, 16 Game Boys, 1 Faceball deathmatch. To that end, he began to acquire everything he needed. 16 Game Boys? Check. 16 games? Check. 16 link cables? Check. And 7 4-player adapters? He fell for the 4-player daisy chain myth. Thankfully not for very long though. When it didn't work, he decided to try something different. Something utterly bananas. Something that really shouldn't have worked. You know the Game Boy Advance link cable? The one with the little box in the middle to plug more cables into so you can get up to 4 players with no special adapter needed? Ordinarily, these cables would be useless here, because they don't work for Game Boy games. Well, he figured out that if you take the small ends of 2 GBA cables and plug them into each other's boxes, then plug the big ends into 2 consoles, they work together as one Game Boy link cable. The reason why this works is, in my opinion, a crazy coincidence. The Game Boy uses 2 wires to communicate between 2 systems, one for each direction. But the Advance uses a different
Here's the thing. Did the world need a 16-player face paint? What's this game called? Faceball match? I feel like this game is bad.
wire to communicate in both directions and recycles the old unidirectional wires for new signals. It just so happens that one of the old wires connects from the first system to the second, and the other wire connects from the second system out to the middle box to be used by a third system. But if you plug the cables into each other instead, that wire ends up reaching back across to the first system, just like the original Game Boy cables would. So then the question arises, what happens when Bob adds a third cable into the loop? Or a fourth? Suddenly he's seeing a 4-player game of Faceball with no 4-player adapter. Then 5, 8, 11, 14, 15. Wait, this image is dated 2022. What happened? Well, in 2009, Bob was only ever able to get 11 people together to play Faceball. And so the project sat dormant until 2022 when he met up with Derek and Grace at the channel Stop Skeletons from Fighting at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo.
This might be a fucking mistake.
To film a video of the actual first ever 16-player game using his link cable concoction.
16-player
But they
game,
were having
man.
issues getting more than 8 players connected at a time. What
No.
gives? That's when this random girl wandered over, enticed by the camera and curious to see what was going down in this distant corner of the museum exhibit. When she saw that it was a test of the mythical 16-player Faceball game, she got super interested and was really eager to help out.
That's what needs to be done. Let's do it. Can you make 16 vlogs in 30 minutes right now?
For the rest of the weekend, she'd do nothing but try over and over again to get that damn game to work. Unfortunately, the weekend ended in a bust, with nearly every attempt crashing due to some
Damn.
reason or another. They swapped out cables, they swapped out systems, they replaced batteries, they came up with this whole system of tagging each individual part of the mess of cables and consoles in order to figure out what the weakest links were. A few games of 12 and 13 were played, but anything more inevitably fell apart. Oh yeah, that girl was me. And I nearly fell apart too! I suddenly found myself at the head of the Faceball project and was mailed 16 Game Boys, 16 copies of Faceball, and 16 link cables, and tasked
Damn.
with figuring out
What the hell is going on with our equipment?
It wasn't meant to do this in the first place.
I didn't really know what I was doing. Can't believe I made it this far. But we managed to get in touch with this real actual engineer, Alex Barr, who did. He had made a Rat King of an adapter, but didn't have all the games or consoles to test with, so he sent me the blueprints and I built my own. Having all the connections simplified like this made it way easier to debug stuff, but I still couldn't figure out why games of 8 players worked flawlessly, but 9 Plus was so flaky.
Because
I
it's not
ended up
supposed
digging
to
out an
do
oscilloscope
it.
that I'd bought in the hopes that it could teach me the arcane ways of analog signals. With it, I finally noticed something weird going on with a serial clock. You see, the clock signal is kind of like the heartbeat of a serial connection.
Like, you're doing
Every
something
time
it
the
wasn't
clock
designed to
pulses,
do.
the
That's why it's
console
not
knows time to
working.
exchange one bit of data. A high signal is represented by 5 volts, while a low signal is represented by 0 volts, or ground. This is just how digital signals work over the inherently analog nature of electricity. 2 voltage values are used to represent a 1 and a 0, and if the voltage the computer sees is close enough to one of those values, then it'll read either a 1 or a 0. Knowing that, what I was observing seemed odd. The low signal's voltage was increasing a little bit with every Game Boy that was added onto the connection. It wasn't much, just like 0.2 volts or something, but that number quickly added up. At 8 Game Boys, the low signal was almost out of spec for what the Game Boy would deem to be a valid low. With 9, it stopped being close enough to 0 to count, and the Game Boy stopped knowing when to send and receive data because the clock signal was no longer valid. But then why did it sometimes work with more than 8 players? Well, my theory is that using fresh batteries, or AC adapters, was actually hurting our chances of getting the games to connect properly. As we used the systems throughout testing and their batteries drained, they might have been able to pump out less voltage and therefore contributed less to pushing that low signal out of spec
Wow.
and confusing the Game Boys.
13, 13,
You got
13.
It's
you
crazy,
got too
right?
many
Using low
batteries. You
batteries
got too much
caused problems,
power.
not fix them. When I posted my observations in our server, Alex suggested that I add something called a buffer chip. Basically, it'll take in a signal that's close enough to 0 or 5 volts and clamp it to be exactly 0 or 5 volts. Putting that right after the first Game Boy in the chain, before the others could contribute their voltages, meant that it was still close enough to work properly, and the buffer chip could forcibly clamp the voltage to the right values for the downstream systems. Suddenly, I was able to see 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, but not 16. 16 crashed every single time. What the hell? I thought I'd cracked it. I thought this whole thing had been blown wide open. 16 should have been possible. Robert said so.
I'm not sure that we ever had a real 16-player game going. Quite honestly, it was hard to find more than 10 people to test the game at the time of development.
Oopsie.
Oh my god. They never actually tested a full game of 16 players.
No.
What if there was a bug? What if the hardware was only half of the puzzle? But hey, software was what I was better at anyway.
Damn, hacker time. So she just rewrote the game.
So, when a player hits start on the title screen, it starts a setup sequence meant to establish each console's player ID and count the number of connected systems. The first player set at ID 1 and then tells the next console in the chain that there is one player connected. That console sees that, sets its ID as 2, and tells the next console that there are 2 players connected. If you're using a regular link cable, then at this point, the first console receives that player count data, goes, "Oh, I already sent this, so we must be back at the start of the loop. That must be everyone." Then broadcasts the total number of players down the chain so everyone is up to date on the final count. But this same setup works for any number of players in the chain, up till 16, at which point we run into a bug caused by one of the hardest problems in computer science: off by 1 errors. The way these setup commands are transmitted over the serial cable is like this. There's 1 byte for each command, with the top half representing the command ID and the bottom half representing the ID of the player that the command is coming from. Half of a byte is called a nibble.
Yeah, get it? Cause byte, it nibbles like a little tiny byte. Programmers are a riot.
Bytes are 8 bits wide and count from hexadecimal 00 to FF, or
She nibbling,
decimal
bro.
0 to 255. And nibbles are 4 bits wide, allowing for hexadecimal 0 to F, or decimal 0 to 15. Well, 0 through 15 allows for 16 distinct values, right? So why is that a problem? Well, the game starts counting player IDs at 1, which means that when player 16 tries to increment the ID that player 15 gave it, the nibbles roll over. It sets its own ID as 0 and mistakenly sends an invalid command, so player 1 freaks out because it wasn't expecting that, and the whole session locks up. Oops. Well, you know what they say. There are only 2 hard problems in computer science: cache invalidation, naming things, and off by 1 errors. Let me just fix it and test it in an emulator. Wait. No emulator can do 16-player links, because that's not a thing. Either I can spend some time hacking that into one, or... yeah, Bob could just buy 16 flash carts, sure. Thankfully, I already had a cart flasher on hand, cause I'm just cool like that. So writing the modified faceball to all the carts was no problem.
Damn,
I
had to
plugged everything in,
mod the
turned
game and
consoles
flash
on,
it to
and
brand new
after all
copies of
this
the
effort,
new cartridges
32
is
years after the game's
crazy.
release, 16 years after Bob began his quest. Wait, seriously? Both multiples of 16? Damn, that's crazy. And a year since I joined the globe-spanning team effort to bring this myth to life, we'd done it. 16 players on Game Boy. It was beautiful. It was glorious. It was... kind of slow, huh? It would really benefit from having the Game Boy Color's doubled clock speed. Oh, it just so happens that someone made a ROM hack which not only doubles the clock speed, but adds color. Hey, it works with the 16-player fix. But now I'm seeing all these little bugs here and there. Well, let's crush all of them and make sure things run nice and smooth. Hey, the reason the music sounds so bleepy is because the wave channel wasn't initialized, so let's actually do that. Oh, thank God my ears have stopped bleeding. Right, the game crashes if you choose an arena that's too small for the amount of players you have, so let's make sure that the list of valid arenas changes depending on how many players are connected. And the colorization is off in some places, so how about we rebuild the entire colorization system from scratch? And Super Game Boy support would be cool, so let's take a week or 2 and figure out how the Super Game Boy works and commission a new custom border for it, and... yeah, I ended up spending probably 2 months working on a ton of stuff beyond the scope of just making 16 players possible. Whoopsies.
Oopsies.
Download both the full improvements and fixes hack, which we've dubbed Faceball 2000 DX,
Damn.
as well as a simpler version that just fixes the 16-player bug on my GitHub. The link is in the description. My buddy over at Planet Clue made the Super Game Boy border and also makes really cool videos on neat old tech and other things they're interested in, so please go check out their
That's
channel.
crazy.
They made a few cameo appearances in this video, so thanks Cluebert. And of course, please check out the Stop Skeletons from Fighting documentary on this whole ordeal, which goes into the history of this lost game mode and the complete story of how we brought it back to life. You know, in case you didn't come here from their video already. Looking back on the journey I took from being some rando bugging Derek at the con to becoming an integral part of the team and making history, it's crazy how much things have changed in my life because of this silly little game from 1991. Derek and Grace have become really good friends, and nowadays we just hang out with nary a faceball in sight. I've gotten to meet so many awesome people, from legendary game developers to YouTubers and streamers to so many passionate gamers wanting to play the legendary mode and hear about how it was achieved.
Faceball?
Let's not even mention
It just
the
seems
fact
like
that
such
we
a...
know we made history by playing the first ever 16.
Like, how good is the game?
Player Game Boy
That's
game,
all I
since
really
that
want to
bug
know.
would have stopped the devs too. This absolutely didn't happen in 1991, so drink your heart out, Guinness. Thanks to everyone that came along for this incredible journey. Thanks to Robert Champagne and the whole team at Xanth for making this ridiculous, wonderful little game. Thank you very much for watching.
When you
Subscribe
want
if
it,
you
I
wanna see
get
more
it. You
weird tech
put a lot of
stuff.
time and
And of
effort into
course,
it, and it's
don't forget
cool. And it is
to
cool. It
have
is
a nice
cool.
day.
I just don't think the game's good. But I think it's cool that people were able to fix it and get it back to working. That's really cool though, and it's like a cool like legend of retro gaming. That is, you know, of the era of the time. It's pretty cool. If you're on it so much, it'd be 100 out of 10. Yeah, I guess it would be easy to be the best in the world at it. Rank number 1 baseball player. But yeah, that's it, YouTube. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to check out the video below. If you want to suggest something for me to react to next, leave it in the comments, and we'll see you guys in the next one. All right, bye-bye. Damn. Alrighty. Oh god. Why is my everything itchy, bro? Why is everything broken? I'm just a broken girl. I'm just a broken. Okay. Oh god. Ah. My nose is so itchy, bro. I'm actually broken. Alright. What if, guys, I read one more card, huh? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read probably the best card in the game. The Fallen and the Virtuous. This card is always treated as a branded and Dogmatica card. Activate one of these effects. Send one monster that mentions Fallen of Albaz from your extra deck to the graveyard. Then target one face-up card on the field. Destroy it. If you have an Ecclesia monster in your field or graveyard, target one monster in either graveyard, special summon it to your field. You can only activate one, the Fallen and the Virtuous, per turn. Card's actually broken, bro. Card just says destroy a card on it. Destroy a card, I get a... Hey, Luba, you mean a good girl? Yeah, I hope you are. You broke? Stop breaking, forehead. Alrighty, guys. Okay, we're gonna end stream here for today. So I hope you had a good time today, guys. We'll see you guys maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. I haven't quite decided yet. We'll see you guys around, okay? I hope you have a good time. I will go raid Katie. Katie's doing a 9-year subathon, bro. Crazy, crazy. So you go say hi to Katie. Yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Okay. Have a good uh rest of your night. Have a good day. See you guys whenever. Okay. Sorry, I'm rambling a little bit, but I'll see you guys soon. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye. 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 Bye.